Blessed afternoon. My name is Dr. Ben Yisrael, otherwise known as Dr. Yisrael or Dr. Israel. I want to share some good news with y'all about my beloved brother, Marcus Mosiah Garvey. Marcus Garvey was a nationalist. He was born in Jamaica, and he grew up in a Christian society just like all of us. But he saw that many of us black folks was looking up to the white peoples as more or less superior to us due to the fact of the colonialization of the slave peoples. That is what drive us to think that way. But Marcus Garvey was a brother that was touched. He was spiritually touched by the Almighty, the creator of the heavens and the earth, to do a job. And I do respect the brother 100%. Garvey, born in Jamaica, and he was a black nationalist. He was trying to tell us, the black folks, that we not only are equal to the white peoples, that we are even bigger than the white peoples. He also said that we are a great nation, but a nation that is sleeping. So therefore, he make an attempt to raise us up from darkness and bring us into the glare and prepare us for the light. Many times they have some Rastafarians usually mention Marcus Garvey in a lot of his speeches, but I listened to Garvey many speeches, and I even read his books, and I never realized that he said that His Imperial Majesty Haile Selassie is God. Now, how this managed to come into existence? There were a brother by the name of Leonard Howell, and he was one of the Marcus Garvey followers. In the coronation of 1930, November 2nd, Leonard Howell was present. And when he saw the coronation of His Imperial Majesty Haile Selassie, he never saw, I mean, there's not even a word that can actually explain that amazing moment, that glorious moment. So therefore, when he went back to Jamaica, he started off what they call the Rastafari movement. He began to socialize His Imperial Majesty Haile Selassie with Jesus as a second advent. As we all know, Jesus came as a lamb. Therefore, the Rastas usually say Haile Selassie came as the lion. Now, how this managed to come into existence is that Garvey, being a black nationalist, the only thing that really he could speak of is black peoples. And at that time, black folks was still in slavery, mentally slavery, colonized mind. So what he did, he was looking and he was actually looking for a black person who is actually superior in this world, so he can actually speak about this person and make his movement even exalt or even come to a higher standard. And if that had happened, probably they would even look at him as a prophet. Now remember, Marcus Garvey is a black nationalist, therefore he had to read books, he had to went into searching and researching, he had to go into certain encyclopedias and dictionaries. He was scanning the whole globe to see if there's any superior black peoples. But he had all his movement was really an African movement. So he was looking into Africa also. And the only place that in Africa that was really had kings coming out of it was Ethiopia. So therefore he went into the books and he read about the history about Ethiopia. He knew that Menelik II was if he was ill, his daughter Zaditul become Queen of Kings in 1717, and at that time, little Tafari, he was Rastafari, being the governor of Hara. He took his father's position. His father was Ras McCunnin, but Ras McCunnin was the next in line to be on the throne. but he died prior to Menelik II, so therefore he didn't have no chance to go on the throne. So Garvey know that if Ras McCunnan do go on the throne, eventually little Tafari, who was Rastafari, would eventually go on the throne too. But in any case, his father Ras McCunnan died prior to Menelik II. So Menelik II's daughter, Zadi II, she become Queen of Kings in 1717. This is when she began to groom little Tafari. Little Tafari become more or less the heir to the throne. Little Tafari came in the palace, and on the death of Zaditude, little Rastafari was violed for the throne, and in 1930 he changed his name from Rastafari to His Imperial Majesty Haile Selassie I. In 1930 he was crowned Negus the Just, King of Kings, Lords of Lords, conquering line of the tribe of Judah. It's amazing that he came from the line of the tribe of Judah, and still he is a Hamitic person. Why I say a Hamitic person, we're going way back down to Noah now. Noah had 3 sons, Shem,